Hi guys, my name is Trin and today I'm here to do a book review and discussion for P.S. I Still Love You by Jenny Han. This is the second time I'm reading this book. The first time I read this book was back in 2015. I believe it's like around the time when this book was published. And yes, I read the book back then and then I'm rereading this book again because I really want to finish this trilogy. If you don't know, this is the second book of the trilogy. The first book is To All the Boys I Loved Before, and I'm pretty sure everyone has known about that book because that book has turned into a book-to-movie adaptation on Netflix starring Lana Condor and Noah Centineo. I was gonna say Michael Centineo. Oh my god. So for the synopsis, I feel like there's not much I can say because if you have not read the first book, then you might be are you gonna be spoiled? I don't think so. Okay, I'm just gonna tell you what happened, or like the synopsis of the second book. So remember when the hot tub thing happened at the end of the first book? I mean, I feel like if you watch the movie, then yeah, okay, cool. So yeah, the hot tub thing will be in the second book again because someone filmed them making out and shit and then put it on Instagram, and of course it caused chaos. That's basically the second book. It took me almost a month to finish the second book. Now, I was very busy in September because of school, but also I could have finished this book really quickly if I felt like it, you know, but damn it, every time I read this book I get really frustrated by something and then I had to put it down and then I just put it off for like a week or so. That's why it took me forever to finish the second book, because I feel like I could have finished this book in like 3 days. In my book review and discussion for the first book, I said that I don't like the characters in the book because they're annoying and shit. That's still the same thing for the second book. I don't like the characters except the dad and John Ambrose McClaren. It's so conflicting now because I have watched the movie To All the Boys I Loved Before, you know, on Netflix. Book Peter and movie Peter are completely different characters in my opinion. Book Peter is so fucking annoying. I don't think he's good enough for Lara Jean. I really don't, okay? That's my opinion. But movie Peter is wonderful in every way. He is nothing like the book character, which is crazy. And also Noah Centineo is so beautiful, you know? But seriously, movie Peter is just so much better. So I'm so conflicted because book Peter is trash, movie Peter is everything. So when I read the books, I don't know who to picture in my head because they're so different in my opinion. This new character, John Ambrose McClaren, he is everything. He's so wonderful. Rereading this book, I have fallen in love with him again. See, the thing is, before John was introduced, I already don't like Peter, so it's not really hard to fall in love with John, you know? I think one of the things that's like really frustrating is that we get another love triangle. In the first book, we get a love triangle between Josh and Peter, and then in the second book we get another one with Peter and John. Like, what the hell is going on? I feel like adding John's character to the second book just adds more drama because like there's already a drama, you know, with like the whole hot tub scene thing, or like, sorry, the hot tub video, and then how Jen and then Peter and all that stuff, and then we just put John in and he's just so wonderful. And then yeah, I feel like the drama is already too much, and just putting John in, and he's such a sweetheart. He does not to be involved in this drama. So overall, I gave this book 2 out of 5 stars. I was really shocked when I gave it 2 out of 5 stars too, but seriously, there's so many things I really want to complain about. Now, I will say that if you love this book, you don't want to watch this video because I will drag the shit out of these characters, or like the book overall, because I have so much to say. I was so frustrated, and I'm really glad I'm filming this video now because now you get to know why I don't really like this book that much. I was very disappointed in this book, and I feel like John deserves better. If you have not read the book, leave. If you love this book, leave. But if you have read the book and you want to hear my thoughts and opinions, then stay, because I will tell you my thoughts and opinions for these characters. Where do we start with this book? Okay, let's start with the hot tub drama. I call it the hot tub drama, but basically that video, you know, that fucking Genevieve, she is evil, like more evil than I thought. So of course someone posted that video and then everyone's freaking out. And the thing is, Chris, Lara Jean suspect that it's Genevieve, and Lara Jean tells her boyfriend Peter like, hey, I think Genevieve took this video, and he's like, what? No, that's not her at all. And basically he tells her to trust him and like he will take care of this and shit. I'm like, fucking hell. Because the thing is, this is my second time reading this book, so I know what happened, you know. I know who took the video and who put it up on Instagram and shit like that, or like who sent it to that account. So to read that scene where Peter's like, trust me, it's not Genevieve, like there's no way it's her, I was so fucking mad. The thing is, it's not that Jen just, you know, took that video, sent that video to that account on Instagram. It's the fact that she took screenshots of that video. She put it everywhere in school. She put it up on that presentation in front of the entire school. What the fuck is her problem? I know her problem at the end, you know, because she basically said what she had to say at the end. But at the same time, what the fuck? Like, you're that horrible, Genevieve. You are honestly that horrible. I'm so pissed at her. The dad. I love Mr. Covey so fucking much because every time he pops up in this book, I'm like, yes, thank you so much. Like, you really helped me calm down, you know, because sometimes I get really frustrated. The dad is such a sweetheart, and then when he finds out about the video, you can tell that he's like, you know, like shocked. But then also he's disappointed that Lara Jean didn't come to him and ask for his help or tells him or anything like that, because like I said, he's trying his hardest to be a good parent. I feel like the only storyline for him is that Kitty is trying to set him up with Mrs. Rothschild, I believe the neighbor that's like across from them. So Kitty is trying to set them up and she's successful at the end, you know. I'm pretty sure they're gonna go out and it's really sweet. I really hope that she's like a good person for Mr. Covey because I think he deserves the best. I love him so much. He's such a great dad. He's probably like my favorite parent when it comes to like young adult contemporary novels. I think he's a wonderful father. Now, the next thing I want to talk about is Lara Jean's relationship with Peter. So they get together at the beginning, hooray and stuff, and then I believe around page 250, that's when they break up. So we have to read about their relationship for 250 pages, and I feel like being in a relationship with Peter must be so stressful because every time something comes up, Lara Jean's like always stressed out. That's how I feel. And not just that, it's mostly because like Peter was like Jen's ex, and then Genevieve and Peter had sex so much, and then like Lara Jean is a virgin. I think that's why she's always so worried, because I think there's like a conversation between them and how she's like, do you miss sex or something like that? I feel like that was so awkward. I don't remember much from that conversation, but I feel like that was very important because they need to talk about that. And can I just say how Lara Jean is just so weird when it comes to romance. For a girl who loves love, she's just weird when it comes to romantic feelings and romantic relationships. Like on Valentine's Day, Peter gives her that necklace from his mom's shop, and that's like a beautiful necklace, and Lara Jean, you know, loves it so much. She receives that necklace as a gift from her boyfriend, and literally she immediately thinks that, damn, I wish Genevieve was here to see me receive this gift. Like, she cannot even receive a gift from her boyfriend without thinking about the ex. That's just so fucking weird to me. Like, why can't you just accept the gift and say thank you, kiss him, and then move on? Why do you have to care so much about Genevieve? The thing is, I know that Genevieve is like a threat and shit like that, but at the same time, in this moment, why can't we have a nice moment between them, you know? But no, Genevieve always pop up. Lara Jean cares so fucking much about Genevieve. It's so frustrating because that's why their relationship fell apart at the end. So this letter from John, so John Ambrose McClaren finally, you know, writes back to Lara Jean, and then just reading the letter from her to him, you know, back in the days, I was just so embarrassed for her because she said I love you so many times. I know that this is back in the 8th grade and shit, but damn, I can't imagine someone reading like that kind of letter from me, because that's just really embarrassing. And then of course we have this scene where she receives this letter and then she tells Peter that, hey, I got a letter from John. And like, this conversation, she actually wants Peter to be jealous. She actually wants that. I don't remember what page, but I think it's when she got the letter and then she tells Peter about it, and Peter is trying to act like he doesn't care, but then in Lara Jean's mind she's like, bitch, you better fucking care. I want you to be jealous. She's so horrible for that. Why would you want your boyfriend to be jealous? Is that like a thing? Is that a thing that I don't know about? Because that's just really horrible. So the treehouse party, basically Lara Jean invites everyone from like her past life, I guess. That sounds weird. Basically the people from like 8th grade or so. So literally she invited everyone except Genevieve. me. Ambrose McClaren is there, and of course he's still a sweetheart. He's still wonderful in my opinion. And then of course Peter arrives with Genevieve, and I was like, oh fucking hell. Like, this is gonna be really bad. I just know it. It's so fucking gross to see Genevieve insinuating that she will get Peter at the end, you know? Like, this relationship between Peter and Lara Jean is a joke to her. She does not take it seriously. So at the end of that party, there's a fight. Is there a fight? A confrontation between Peter and Lara Jean. And I feel like they're both at fault when it comes to this confrontation. So Lara Jean is mad at Peter because like he's still hanging out with Genevieve, and she's very suspicious about them too. And when it comes to this point, I don't blame her when it comes to her suspicion, because they did arrive at the treehouse party together. She's basically insinuating that she wants Peter back in front of everyone, even though everyone except John knew that Peter and Lara Jean are dating. So that's really fucked up. But then of course Peter is mad that Lara Jean lied to him when she said that she didn't see Ambrose McClaren at Model UN at the end of the first book. I know that they weren't dating at the time, but it was weird for her to lie about that, I guess. So I guess, you know, he's calling her out for it. I don't know, it's just like the way they resolved it. They're like, okay, let's never fight again. Yay. Like, are you kidding me? Is that how you avoid problems altogether? To tell each other not to fight? Because, you know, we don't like that. So this stupid game for like the last half of the book. Damn it, Lara Jean was so annoying when it comes to this game, because I know that she wants to win really badly, but to the point that she keeps bringing up this game when it comes to like important conversations, like when they're, you know, breaking up, when Peter and Lara Jean are breaking up, she keeps bringing up the game. And then whenever like there's like an important conversation between like Peter and Lara Jean, she keeps bringing up the game because it's so important to her. Like, are you fucking kidding me? I know that she does not want Genevieve to win, but to the point that you have to bring it up every time you talk to your ex-boyfriend, you know? This girl is too much, man. So this breakup scene, I remember crying the first time I read this, and now this year in 2018 I was really mad when I read it because this should have happened sooner. So Lara Jean and Peter, they're talking in front of her house, and this was a very important conversation for both of them to have, especially Lara Jean, because I do think she deserves so much fucking better. Even though I don't like her, I don't like Peter either, so I'm just like, girl, like, you deserve someone that's not Peter. I'm sorry, I'm sure Peter is sweet and shit, but by this point he has fucked up too many times. He knows that Genevieve took the picture and then sent it to that account on Instagram and then made her life a living hell for like the first few chapters of the book, basically. Peter knows about that, and Lara Jean's like, you didn't fucking tell me? I'm on Lara Jean's side when it comes to this. Why didn't you tell her? That's the thing. In the beginning of the book, Peter is like, no way, it could not be Genevieve, like, trust me on this, it's not her. And then when he finds out, he doesn't even tell his own girlfriend. That's the really fucked up thing about this. Like, how the hell are you gonna have this contract, not lie to each other, and yet you omit this really important piece of information from your girlfriend, someone who has been affected by this because of your ex-girlfriend? Explain that, Peter. And then of course, like I said, Lara Jean keeps bringing up the game in this conversation, and Peter's like, what the fuck, bitch? Like, we're having this important conversation. And then Lara Jean realizes that, like, hey, why was Genevieve outside near the hot tub? Everyone was inside, like, what's going on? And then Lara Jean's like, oh my god, he was not waiting for me, he was waiting for Genevieve. That's why at the end of the first book, when she comes out to apologize, Peter looks really shocked because he was expecting Genevieve and not Lara Jean. This is the downfall of their relationship. It's getting so messy by this point, and then of course they break up. Peter's like heartbroken, but yeah. Lara Jean's heartbroken for very good reason, because her boyfriend has been lying to her for so long about this hot tub video scene. No. But then also the fact that he was waiting for his ex-girlfriend at the end of the first book. That's the thing. But honestly, I don't even ship them, so, you know, the breakup was like upsetting to read because Peter fucked her up so much, but at the same time, it should have happened sooner. They should have broken up a long ass time ago. I'm sorry, but I cannot ship them because is so messy. Continuing this conversation about the breakup, so you know, after the breakup, Lara Jean is like really sad, and basically this is the part that I'm like, ew girl, like you could do so much better. On page 261, Lara Jean said that she would take Peter back if he like apologized, basically, or like if Peter just like wants to get back, like she will literally let him in again. Like, are you kidding me? After he fucked up so much, you would literally take him back that easily? Like, Lara Jean, you could do so much better. And then of course, after the breakup, I hate the fact that Kitty takes Peter's side. I hate the fact that Kitty is not even defending her own sister. I fucking wish Lara Jean would tell her the truth about this breakup and like what Peter did and what he didn't do, stuff like that. But then like Lara Jean explained that she does not want Kitty to think badly of Peter. Bitch, if I broke up with a boyfriend, I would have dragged his ass to my sister, okay? I would not hold it back because I don't fucking care about your opinions on this certain person. If they fuck me up so badly, I will literally drag them through the dirt to my sister. It takes forever for Kitty to like be on Lara Jean's side. Like towards the end, she's like, I'm gonna be on Lara Jean's side now, and Lara Jean's like, oh my god, finally. And I'm like, bitch, you should have been on her side since the beginning, okay? Another thing that I want to say is that after the breakup, you know, Kitty is on Peter's side, and then Peter's mom is even being weird about Lara Jean. I'm just like, what the, like, I don't understand why people are like defending Peter. I would have broken up with him if I was in this situation. It is not Lara Jean's fault. Another thing that I want to talk about is how Lara Jean is obsessed with this secret that Genevieve has. I know that Lara Jean thinks that it's a lie, basically, you know, when Genevieve is upset and then Peter has to comfort her and stuff like that. It's being said over and over again that it's like a family issue. If like a girl I don't like has like family issue, even though I don't know the details, I would be like, oh, okay, no, that's too much, because that's her business, that's not mine. But Lara Jean's like, I want to know this secret so badly. And then of course, when Lara Jean finds out about this secret, how Genevieve's dad is having an affair with a younger woman, like a woman who's literally just turned 18, I feel like that's really horrible. And then of course, she doesn't feel good. Genevieve calls her out on it, and then the game is over. Lara Jean wins, but she doesn't even feel good about it because now that she knows this secret is serious, more serious than she thought. I just want to say that yes, I do know that Genevieve is going through a tough time, you know, because her dad is a fucking douchebag. Her dad is really gross for hooking up with someone who's like really young, but it does not give her the excuse to literally shit on Lara Jean's life at the beginning of the book. Yes, you know, it sucks for you to go through some shit like this with your family, but at the same time, in order to cope with this, you have to like mess someone's life up so bad, you know, with the hot tub thing and the video. And I hate Genevieve. I really hate her. So the ending to this story, I will drag these characters so much in their decisions because damn it, it pissed me off. So Peter wants Lara Jean back. I don't understand why. I'm pissed at this point, and Lara Jean actually wants Peter back. That's the thing that pissed me off the most. And I hate her reason for it because she says it's because he's the first one. What does that have to do with anything? I know I could be wrong, you know, because like first love is very important to some people, but at the same time, she could fall in love with John. Damn it, this situation could have been so much better if she ends up with John because he treats her so much better. Here's the thing, I know that Peter's like her first love and shit, but she did say that she could fall in love with two boys. I think it says that she's like almost in love with both of them at the same time. I don't even know. Lara Jean, ask yourself this question: who treats you better? Let's separate your feelings out of these two boys, okay? Like yes, you know, Peter's her first and shit, but she did say that she could fall in love with John. So ask yourself this: who treats you better? Who's literally better for you? I think my answer would be John. Like, yes, Peter is great in some aspect, but like he does not treat her better. He's just what the fuck, Lara Jean? So yeah, she ends up with Peter at the end. Poor John. Like, John, I'll go out with you. Like seriously, if you don't get Lara Jean, I'll go out with you. Like, I will make you so happy and you can make me happy. It's crazy to think that 3 years ago, I loved that ending at the end, you know, when Peter and Lara Jean are together again and they're kissing and they're crying and shit. But when I was reading that scene, I was so fucking mad because she should have ended up with John. I think that is it for my book review and discussion for P.S. I Still Love You. It's been really fun complaining and ranting about this book in the dark because it's like 4:25 right now. I really do want to finish the last book of the trilogy because I have never read the last book and I do want to know how this trilogy will wrap up. So that is it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoy it. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe for more videos and I will see you guys later. Goodbye!